I am the founder of Fells Point Krampuslauf, and I am also one of the people who help run the event. Our event is the Fells Point Krampuslauf, and it's designed to help bring back the old tradition of the Krampuslauf, which has been taking place in most of the Nordic and Germanic countries for several hundred years. And it typically takes place on December 5th. And that is when Krampus comes to town and he looks for all the naughty children to discipline them. And we're basically trying to do a fun slant on this tradition and bring it back to the United States. Several other groups throughout the country have started it, and we're doing it as well. Krampus is actually the second part of St. Nicholas. Many people only know St. Nicholas or Santa Claus now, and they ignore Krampus, but for many, many hundreds of years, the two of them work together. Neither one of them is a bad guy. And Krampus comes before, and he basically is there to punish the naughty children. Kids that don't do what they're supposed to, talk back to their parents, and he disciplines them. They either get coal instead of a gift, they get a lashing with a birch switch, or if they're really naughty, they're put in a basket and taken away by Krampus, never to be seen again. We started about 2 years ago doing the Fells Point Krampuslauf, but it was during the pandemic, so it was a very small event last year. This year was much larger, well over 200 people. I would have to say I've had a few events where parents bring their children up to me and they tell me that he's done something naughty, like he's tortured his sister, been mean to his sister, not listened, and he's like, this is Krampus. Krampus is going to come instead of Santa Claus if you continue to be bad, and you're not getting gifts. And then they say, well, Krampus, tell him what he's going to do to you. And I said, well, you'll get coal instead of gifts, or you might get hit with the lashing reed. Or, if you're really bad, you might be put in the basket and taken away from your parents, which usually really gets them. What changes it brought? Well, a much greater appreciation of history, for one thing, especially the Nordic and Germanic history, and all of the intimate details of the various folk tales, which are basically like cautionary tales of people to instill morals and good behavior in citizens. And a lot of them are about winter legends. There are various creatures, Krampus, Frau Percha, the Yule Cat. All of them are supposed to teach important lessons about being good people. And it's really gotten me a lot of interest. I've learned a lot more interest in other folk tales as well. And the history, this very rich history of this character named Krampus. I mean, we have many people coming up to us and saying, who is Krampus? And we explain the history and the fairy tales. And then we either have other individuals who think Krampus is a bad guy because that's the way the media's painted him. And no, he's not. He's just the disciplinarian. And the person who instills discipline isn't necessarily the bad guy. And then, of course, there's the fun aspect. It's a good excuse for people to get out, have fun, do a little bit of playing, dress in silly costumes, do some costume contests. So it brings a lot of amusement and joy to the community. And we look forward to making it a fun event for the entire community to look forward to each year a little bit before Christmas time. So it has grown a lot this year, and we look forward to grow more in the future.